back to our contingency conversation. So in the event that your home more than likely has a high probability of getting under contract rather quickly, then you want to typically get your house ready, find the new house, be under contract, and be ready to have yours on the market immediately. We don't want to be waiting around. Oh, we'll get it on the market next week with pictures. Get it ready ahead of time. In the instance that you're not sure, maybe you don't know what's going to happen with your house. It's kind of a weird position to where you feel like it should, but it is questionable, or it's a unique property, unique location that may hinder, that a little bit. Then you want to go about this differently. You want to put your house on the market first and then go after a house. Because at the end of the day, you can, as a seller, put it contingent and negotiate this within the contract of a buyer that you selling them that house is contingent on you finding another one. So if you put your house on the market and it goes under contract, say it goes under in a week, and wow, we didn't expect that, or say it takes 3 months, you're under contract no matter the timeline, but you negotiate, hey, I'm willing to sell you this house, that's great, but we weren't real sure, so now we got to go find a house. So we want to negotiate that us accepting your offer is contingent on us finding a house and going under contract. It's back and forth. It's negotiations. Like, that's all this is having an agent who knows how to negotiate on your behalf, because I don't want somebody homeless because they couldn't find what they want, but I sure as hell am not going to put them in a house that they don't want either. So you have to have somebody who truly is on your side to say, it's okay, we can write this contingent from the seller's perspective because I'm not putting you in something that you don't want. Now, you also don't want to screw the buyer over. I mean, we all want the transaction to go well and everybody to be happy. That is always the end goal. So you want to have this discussion with the buyer's agent. You want to have this discussion with your client so that everybody is on the same page and that we're all working towards the same goal. Because if you are going to be struggling to get your house under contract, you also don't want to put another seller in a position that you've got to back out because we've gotten down to the wire and your house hasn't sold yet. Now they've been off the market all this time. We have to be respectful of each other. We have to be respectful of time, money, situations. And that's really the only way that it works out really well and makes everybody happy. For me as an agent, I have all these conversations up front, depending on your situation as to what could happen, how it could happen, how we're going to handle it, and what are we going to plan ahead in the event that X, Y, and Z happens. My name is Morgan Rountree Realty. I help people buy and sell all the time up and down the Georgia East Coast. And I've done deals like this regularly because this is the most common. Unless you're working with like a first-time home buyer, this is really what commonly happens. As far as that goes also too, you can utilize your contingency and take it away sometimes to leverage your offer. So say that you got approved to do a HELOC or a one-time recast or to hold 2 loans. If you go under contract contingent and they come back to you and say, hey, we got a non-contingent offer, because sellers can do this. They can continue to market the property, but they can only potentially accept something that is not also contingent. So if they get an offer that's not contingent and they say, hey, do you want to take your contingency off? Are you capable of taking it off? If you talk to your lender and you say, no, I can't, then they have the option to take that other offer that's not contingent. But if you say, yep, we've already worked it through with the lender, we're good to go, they have to keep with your offer. Y'all are contractually obligated together to stay together unless you as the buyer want to change that. So keep in mind, there's lots of options. This gets a little complicated, a little convoluted and confusing because there's just so many ways to go about it. But the right agent can explain this and really go through your personal options and make sure that you are getting a good deal, but that the other party's getting a deal and everybody's happy at the end. Back to our contingency conversation. So in the event that your home more than likely has a high probability